this is Kathleen with Wigscape, and I'm here to show you how to correctly blow dry a wig with the correct brush and to be able to give it the volume you want and the smoothness you need. Okay, so this is Bernicia. Right now I'm going to show you how to blow dry her correctly, and to be able to know that not to blow dry her when she's wet because it pulls on the net and you can damage and pull hair out. We want her to at least pretty much mostly dry so that way the heat can smooth it out correctly and we won't have any damage and she will look silky soft. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to spray our GOLDWELL Rich Repair Serum. It's a restoring serum. So it's very good for heat protection. And just a light mist so that it gets pretty much everywhere. Just like that. So it leaves her just damp enough so that she's not wet. So I like this brush with the paddle brush. I like the little balls at the end. So it protects the net so you're not pulling and going through it and tearing it. So now what we're going to do, since the first time, if you're not used to doing this, we're going to section her and make it easy for you. And you can go, I like to do little tips from the bottom so that way I'm in control of how much hair I'm pulling. So as I blow dry, I have her downward. And I let the heat smooth her out. I'm not tugging or pulling on her. Look at how beautiful and shiny she looks. Next section, so we can get her really good. You just take a little bit at a time. Not too much or not too little, because if you work too little, you're gonna dry the hair out too much. Now the reason why I like the paddle brush, because it doesn't pull when you're trying to sit here and smooth it out, she doesn't frizz out. Now if I use this brush, it gets her frizzy before it smooths her out. Now with the paddle brush, it keeps her smooth and straight at all times. So as you can see that she has smoothed out a lot. You want to use her on a high heat on a blow dryer so you can smooth her, not on a low heat because it'll take too long. So this is very good, and you never want to put it directly on the hair. You want to put it a little off the hair away, so that's why I'm doing it like this and not like this. It's very important you don't do it like this. So you always do it like this and let the heat just smooth the hair straight. So we're going to do this again so I can show you some more. And just make sure she's on her high heat and then just let the air smooth her straight. Now with human hair, you always want to smooth it straight with the high heat. If you'll use synthetic hair, you always want to do it low heat. All right, she's looking amazing. And this is all done without a curling iron. And then I'll show you something how to get rid of the frizz afterwards if you don't want to use a curling iron. You can get rid of the frizz with a little bit of a product. It keeps the ends from drying out. And if you want to put a little bend, you can literally go like this and turn the hair and it will get a bend. Now that she's straight, she's not wavy anymore. There you go. And that's just with the blow dryer. Now if you want a little bit of a product, I'm going to show you a little trick. Just take a little bit of a BioSilk Therapy, and it's a little bit of a serum, very little. This is just one I like. And I just put her on there, and she keeps, now she looks like she's almost been flat ironed. She does look good that way, huh? Okay, so now I'm back with Claire. Claire, my girl, she's sitting here. She's a little bit more flatter than we have with Nisha because Claire is a silk top, so she lays flat. Where Nisha she's monotop and she has more height. That's why we blow dry her straighter. so that we can get rid of too much height. But if you like height, she's great to have. So now with Claire, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to give her body and height without making it too high, but she'll have better movement, much more movement with body, by just giving it a lift so that it looks more airy and it's growing out of the scalp. Simple, simple, simple. Now, as I start, I always like to sit here and blow dry and do any kind of iron work. And I always put a little bit of Rich Repair by GOLDWELL. It's a great serum to spray on the hair for heat protection. Now, I like to use this kind of a brush because it opens up the hair. Because this hair is much flatter, you want something to make it lift up, to open it up and not sit here and too straight so it gives it body. So this is the one I like. And I do like to use high heat with the human hair so that it opens up the cuticles, so that way we can have a lot more body and movement, just like you do your own hair. And I'll start in the back. So as I start, bring the hair forward. And notice that I do not put the blow dryer directly on the hair. You do not want to burn the hair. Hair can be burned by a blow dryer too. So you want to make sure it's a little bit away, quarter inch away, so that the heat is doing the job with the brush. Bring it down. Let it cool a little bit, because that way you'll be able to have much more body and it lasts longer. And then flip it. Now my next section. And here I'm going to use a little bit of a hairspray. And I like this Sebastian. I like this hairspray. And you don't need a lot. It's just a hold. Hairspray is like not a firm. You don't want it sticky. Just give it some spray so it's just a light hold so it helps keep the lift. So now you can see where the hair is flat here, but the hair is not so flat here. It has much more fullness, and it's not laying like a flat wig. It's more like what your hair would do if it was growing out of your head. And that's what we want, that illusion. And as we get forward, I'm going to bring this with a little bit of a hairspray in the front. And I like to bring the right in the front, I like to bring that more straight up. Because I'm just trying to get a lift. I don't want it to go forward. I just need it to have a lift so it has some body. We're going to turn her around. Going straight up. You can see I'm going straight up from underneath. So when I put her down, you can always smooth the bangs out to the way you want. Okay, now, see, she'll move much better. She's not so flat. She's got better movement. Now you want to stick, huh? See, now she's not so flat, so she looks much more like she's coming out of your head. You want to be able to touch her. You want to be able to run your fingers through. And it's this way She has a little bit of a height to make it look much more like your own hair. We want to be able to make them look like you and nobody will second guess. So these are my little tricks to help you out so that you can have more confidence when you walk around and know that you're way more than just your hair. So if you have any questions, just please email us at hello@wigscape.com. Thank you guys, and thank you Claire. Thank you Nisha. I do have fun with these girlfriends.